There we go. That's better.
Oh my god, look at all the dead bugs. Are you that afraid of spiders?
Can't believe there's so many crabs in here.
Do you use mana oil, Gash? It's haste crit.
There's also the Iron Claw Whetstone. That's just straight weapon damage.
Yeah, I just only have mana oil on me.
Bro, don't move. I'm buying shit.
Okay. Hunter, did you get the summon? Oh, you're in here. Okay, so I know some of you are new to this raid, so just as a quick explanation of mechanics, unless Az would like to do it. Az, you want to explain it, or you want me to?
I'd be happy to, but if you want to, by all means.
You want to roll for
Don't
it?
die.
Want to roll for it? Alright, roll a d20 for us. If you got one, because I don't have one at my desk.
Yeah, I do.
Here's the mechanics. Don't die, kill the boss. Let's go.
14.
Was I supposed to be picking a number?
No, that's what I got.
Okay.
So this boss has... You can do it. I can't think. I genuinely have just nothing flowing through my head right now.
Nope, no worries. Alright, so a couple phases to this boss. For the first phase, he's just going to be up, standing around. He's going to spray webs down on the ground. Our paladins can get rid of them fairly easily. You have your Blessing or Hand of Freedom, one of those two. I don't remember exactly what it's called offhand. But as long as you have that open, or I think the turtle ability the paladins have, you can walk through those webs and get rid of them for us. So we don't have to worry about it. He has an ability that's an acid soak. You'll see green rings appear on you. When you have that, just run to any other webs that are around. It doesn't do any damage. Nobody needs to soak it or anything with you, or a lot of damage. You'll just bring them to the webs, and that will get rid of the webs for us. He then has an actual soak mechanic. You'll see somebody show up with a pillar of spider webs on top of them. It'll be really hard to miss. All you need to do is when you see that, run to that person that's in those webs, and then wherever the boss is, just run away from him once it starts. Because it'll be a soak with the countdown, and then as soon as the soak finishes, you want to run away because he's trying to pull you in to eat you. He'll rinse and repeat that for a little bit. After that, he's going to jump into the ground. He'll put a giant purple circle in the center. You do not have to run out of that. It doesn't do any damage to you. He'll then go into the ether or wherever the hell he goes, and some ads will spawn. What we're going to do is wherever the ads spawn, so let's say they spawn on this side of the arena over here, we'll have everybody go here and let the ads come to us, because he's going to spawn on the opposite edge of the arena from wherever the ads spawn. This way, when we kill the ads will die right where we're trying to feed them, because the ads drop a corpse. You then pick up that corpse and you feed it to him, because they'll stand there and he says, "Feed me," like really loud. After you get done feeding him, he'll then allow us to start attacking him again, and it's the entire first half of the fight all over again. While the ads are up, though, he's going to have portals show up around the arena. Just run away from wherever the portal is, because he dashes from one side of the arena to the other side of the arena, and for the most part, if you get hit by that dash, it will pretty much kill you right away. With Raid Finder, you can screw off and hit you, and it doesn't even hurt you, but in this, it will actually kill you. Anyone that's new to any of the fights that we do today, I'd much rather you see you focus on the mechanics of the fight instead of trying to worry about your DPS. No one's worried about your DPS. Don't worry about being top of the leaderboard. There's going to be people here that have done the fight 20 times that are just going to know it better. So just focus on the mechanics, focus on staying alive, and try and enjoy the raid a little bit.
Can you go over the soaking part one more time, just that little part?
Yes. So he's going to put it'll look like a webbed column tornado on somebody. It'll be pretty obvious. Typically, if you have DBM, it'll yell out "soak on me" and then start counting down from 5 to 1. Everyone is going to run into that soak. Once the timer counts down to 1, he's then going to pull everyone into that soak to him. All you have to do when he starts the pull is just run away from him. It'll be really self-explanatory once it actually happens, but just
Okay.
worst case scenario, run away from him.
Thank you.
No problem.
Morcon, just because I'm trying to practice it for heroic, we're gonna pull the ads to the middle of the room when they come out.
Huh?
Cool.
You can always do the other side too. He literally is supposed to spawn on the other side of where the ads spawn.
5,
I want to try just doing them in the middle.
Whatever you want to do, homie.
1.
Just throwing it out there.
Tuned voice. Watch your step.
Alright, these are the webs. Don't stand in them. If our paladins can get rid of them with their hands of freedom, just run through it. All you have to do is run through it. Once your hand of freedom is up, though, stop running. You're good to go. Looks like we're doing okay here. Alright, so it should be incoming here in a couple seconds.
Tuned voice. Run out.
This is a soak. Run away from him. Get away from him. Keep backing up. Everybody in it. Once it goes to 1, we're gonna all run away. Just run. Alright, we're good to go. Okay, this is rinse and repeat until he goes into the ground and the ad
Watch
spawn.
your step.
Deploy the webs. If paladins had cav it up, go ahead and get rid of that for us.
Tuned voice. Run out.
Good job.
Help
Get to
send.
the soak. Alright, run away from him.
Watch your step.
Alright, he's gonna jump into the ground. The purple circle doesn't hurt you. You do not get hurt by this. You don't have to run away.
Kill ads.
A little bit of free DPS here.
Charging. Move.
Alright, just focus on avoiding the charges over killing the ads here.
Charging. Move.
Alright, let's get those ads down.
Charging. Move.
Come to the middle first.
Charging. Move.
Alright, so you'll see the corpses of the ads on the ground. What we're gonna do now is you're gonna grab one and then bring it over to him. And you should see a little marker show up to feed it to him on your screen. Paladins, if you can get rid of the webs for us, you'd be heroes. You'll know he's fully fed when that yellow bar below his health bar is all the way filled up. Alright, get ready to go back to the first part.
Defensive.
Alright, rinse and repeat, guys. Web should be incoming in a second, and then a soak.
Tuned voice.
Let my pet devour them. Destroy the supports. Send them screaming into the pits below.
Defensive. Run out.
Okay,
Help
soak.
serve.
Okay,
Might
get
want to
ready
back
to
up
run
a
here in a
little
second.
more.
Run away.
Tuned voice. Watch your step.
Avoid the webs. Paladins, if you can get rid of it, we'd appreciate it. Good job, guys.
Oh man, Az, I just got a sick view of your character standing in front of the boss in the cutscene.
The harvest cannot be interrupted. Too far away.
Alright, your computer might lag out here. It's normal. This is just a ton of ads. Just heads up.
Destroy the invaders before they ruin the harvest.
Oh, let me get this. Those three together. The combat. Keep those ones together.
This probably goes without saying, but make sure you actually loot the bosses too.
Yeah, you do get Cress and Valor Stones off them, I think. I don't know.
And your
Binary.
buff.
Yep.
And any warbound gear.
You will get any items back in the mail, but I do not believe you get the Cress or the Valor Stones. So.
I didn't know if warbound mail came back or warbound gear came back or not. I've never
I
never
don't
not
know either.
looted one.
Alright, so there's a big slime that spawns up here. Don't let that touch you. If it touches you, it will eat you and kill you.
And you owe 10k to the guild bank.
So this is the slime. Don't let that get close to you.
Or we play chicken and so you can get the closest without getting eaten. Just saying, could be fun.
Now I owe us money. Damn it. You had to say something.
You get eaten?
Yeah.
You're supposed to get as close to it as you can without getting eaten.
Well,
It's like what we used to do in Karazhan is like when we were on like the higher levels, we'd go play chicken by stepping off the edge as far as we could. And see who would get the lowest without falling.
we were playing that last time we were here too.
Yep.
Jesus, druids are so mana hungry for healing. Alright, on this part, get on your mount and ride the left side wall up to the top. Don't stop for anything. Just stay on your mount. Go right on past.
Don't go too high up the wall, though.
Yep, you will get blasted back down, but worst case scenario, you can just get back up.
Gruntle.
Val, you want to go pull the group around the boss?
Sure.
Yep, so hang out up here once you get to the top and just start DPSing.
Here, Sean, just come stand on top of me once you get them all pulled up.
Gruntle. Gruntle.
Okay, yeah, this is my worst nightmare and dad. But the running up a thing with things coming at me, not a favorite.
No worries. I'll res you here in a second. This is the only part that's really like that, though.
It's
There's
okay. That's just a historic issue for me.
It gives me flashbacks to like the suppression room in Upper Black, or yeah, was it Black Rock? Yeah.
It's
Yeah, where
it's
the
the new
boulders are
version of
coming
the
down the
patchwork
stairs at
slimes from
you?
Max Ramus.
Oh, the one with the boulders coming in the stairs at you that was hard too.
So with this boss, essentially we split the team into two groups. He has a soak mechanic, and we go down one group at a time. When you get hit by the soak, it takes you into this like other dimension, and there are ads in there. One ad needs to always be interrupted. Usually the tanks will deal with it, but sometimes you might need to catch an interrupt. And then there are 2 ads that are spawning a bunch of little bastards. You need to kill those as fast as you can and don't let the little ones touch the boss. After he does 2 of the soaks, he will throw out a ring, I guess. You need to essentially get out to these outer islands, like the one we're standing on right now. Like, when he does the 3rd thing, where Morcon is right now is gonna kill you, but out here is safe. So he'll do soak for group 1, soak for group 2, and then everyone runs out, and then you rinse and repeat. The tanks are going to have markers. Just try to stay with your tank. And that's pretty much the whole fight is tank and spank. It won't let me put Morcon at the top of his group.
I'm going to throw out something specifically for my paladins in the group. The big ability that goes out and sprays out in a giant circle around is called Door Splatter. When you see that, you'll see the bar go down below him. It doesn't actually do damage until it completes. The current meta for paladins, period, is to use your bubble at the end of Door Splatter, like right before it pops off. That way, there's a damage over time effect that hits the raid. Any paladin that bubbles through it doesn't get hit by that damage over time, and they save the healer some work. So when you see people in Heroic and you see paladins and they're not leaving for Dwarf Splatter, it's because they're bubbling through it. I think the Death Knights have a way around it too, but I don't know what it is offhand. I don't know about the anti-magic shield. You have to put the zone down.
Yeah, magic zone, and in normal I can do it with either shield or zone. In Heroic, I can avoid all of it with both of them together.
I do have the group split. Is it even square or odd square?
Odd square. Or odd moon, even square. I'm on square. But I'm gonna swap you in Zarnki. So.
Okay, I'm coming over to you.
Cool.
Just like the last fight, I'll try and make call-outs for you guys as we go through and do this, just to help you all out. At the end of the day, if you get lost as we're running around the range as things get a bit crazy, just remember what color your tank is and go back to your tank. He's always going to be in the right spot, or at least he should. Did you say anything about the tentacles?
No, I just thought about that. At points throughout the fight, it doesn't matter if you're up or down or whenever, you'll be hit by tentacles. It is, if you've done the last boss of Necrotic Wake, it's essentially the same mechanic. You're followed by these swirly circles, and your pretty much only goal during that is to get away from your group and keep the swirlies from hitting your group. So whether that means you run straight to the left and off a little bit away from the group, or I usually try to run back when I'm healing and just walk along the back line of these island things, just keep it out of your group. Is that what it is?
Yeah, well typically I just go along the back line.
Time to go.
Cool.
Portal's on our side, I'm taunting.
Cool.
Executive decision.
Nope, you're all good.
Alright. Square group, get ready for tentacles.
Is there only ever one group in normal, or does it build up?
Leave me one group.
Well, one set of ads that you have to kill, like, per time.
So, the only time that another ad even shows up is in Mythic. In Mythic, you get an additional ad that needs to be interrupted.
Portal's on your left.
Thank you. Everyone group up.
Okay. Okay, just focus ads here, guys.
Defensive.
I need to target someone first.
Okay, good job. Ads are dead. Focus plus. Okay, door splatters incoming. If you want to as a paladin, you can stay in the center and bubble on through it. Okay. Good job, everybody.
Oh, perfect. So we're at.
Okay, squares are ready for tentacles.
That's more what I meant before, just the groups on 2 different islands.
Why didn't we have to do the thing where we run around?
Heroic.
That's only on heroic.
Oh.
The laser beams.
Yeah.
Group up. Very nice.
Good job, guys.
My spies
I don't need that ring if anybody else needs it.
Move swiftly.
I got a 9.
It won't be long until the queen realizes where you are.
Alright, good job, team.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 2.
So for anyone that is wondering, the beams he was talking about on heroic, on both his right and left side, he spawns a beam that the tanks have to angle.
Armpit lasers.
Yep, exactly. And then he spins with them in a circle and tries to hit you with them as you try and kill the ads.
Quiet my target. I need to target something first.
Also, I've been going back and watching my streams after raid, and I never realized how much I get distracted for the first like 45 seconds of fights. Like I'm constantly just sitting there staring at someone's transmog or like looking at my talents. Like,
Hey, I'm not used to nobody being dropped off the ledge.
hey, a day where we aren't throwing people off ledges is a good day. There's not really a point in making fun of him, though he's not even here.
Ooh, I bet I could sell this.
Haven't you gotten a BOE like every week?
They're usually blues, in fairness. But yes, I do seem to get a bunch of those.
You know, I think
Yeah,
my
nothing
Evoker
new.
would really like that splurt.
Intruders have reached the barracks. I am out of zone.
We'll have to have a transmog competition.
With my Evoker? Dude, you've
That
already
makes
seen
it all
me
the better.
transform direct here. I wish Paladins could be direct here. I would play that in a heartbeat.
Give it an expansion.
You know what I really want them to be able to be? And I'm surprised that they aren't? Monks. I feel like a direct here monk would be real cool.
I require a target.
Tractor is stupid.
Wait, that's
Death
new,
Knights are
isn't it?
stupid.
That's I've never seen him.
Yeah, I know. That's why our nickname is Don't Know.
Is the captured guy new? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, I feel like I've never seen a dude come out of there before.
I've only seen him once or twice. I think he's probably one of the rare ones that come out of there.
So now you decide to move him up here.
We really wanted to be sweaty, we'd be lusting.
Require a target. We must get closer. Every step. Away.
One of our hunters doesn't mind resetting for us, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll reset it.
Cool. Everybody stay back a little bit.
You just hit him and then feign death.
Exactly.
Your heads will make your tactics solid.
You can also do it with frost mages. Frost mages are able to use a frost bolt and then use invisibility right after, and it also resets the boss. Found that out today, actually. Well, do you draw it or do you want me to?
You can do it. I
Alright.
don't really
Do you
care.
mind giving me some floor markers real quick then?
Sure. Oh. Who? What? Who was putting those down? I swear.
How many people did you give assist to?
3. And I can tell you it's not as.
Yeah, I literally can't do it. We need to figure out why.
I only did the skull, so I don't know who reset it.
I think it's
Alright,
Sean.
Oh, it's Sean.
where-
Definitely Sean.
Where are you guys planning on starting them?
I'm gonna start tanking on square, so drop first on star.
Alright, so a couple components to this fight. The first and probably main one is you will see a red point above your head. The tanks will have him on the square icon. When you did that red point, what you're going to do is you're going to bring it over to the star. There will be other people also with that red point above their head. You want to be close to them, but not stacking. So treat it as though you need a little bit of distance in between you and them. He's going to dash to you and put down a like ghost type figure. What will then happen is he'll place a blue triangle above people's heads. When you have that blue triangle, you need to put your back towards those ghosts, because the blue triangle destroys the ghosts. That will then place a purple puddle on the ground that does damage if you step into it. So when he does that, Star will then be completely covered by the drowned stuff. So they will move him over to circle, and then we will put the ghosts on square. And we will continue around the arena the entire way, placing ghosts as far as we need to. The other thing that he'll do is he will do a ability that makes the room kind of go a little dark. And it's just a bunch of purple swirlies on the ground you have to dance, move around, get out of. But for the most part, as long as you place the ghosts and destroy them with the blue point, just avoid the stuff that falls on the ground, and you are good to go in this fight. This one's pretty easy.
And it's pure single target, if that wasn't really obvious.
Yep.
Let's go nuts.
Oh, don't stand in the way of the previous icon. So kind of stand off to the side of the boss a little bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I must get closer.
Tuned boss.
If you have that red point, hit the star. Remember, don't stand too close, don't stack. Good job, guys. Now, if you did the blue one, just put your back to those.
Tuned boss. Watch your step.
Okay, dodge the swirlies, just run around. Good job getting the blue ones down. Alright, so now if you get the ghost, all you're going to do is put them where square is this time. If you're somebody, don't stand on square, because you will get hit.
Thank you.
Okay, did the square? Okay, good job, guys. Okay, now if you get that blue marker above your head, just place it towards the ghost.
That's the whole fight.
Yep.
Tuned
Just gotta keep moving them around the arena.
Watch your step.
Okay, dodge the swirlies, just run around.
Defensive. Defensive.
Okay, next set of ghosts on circle. Okay, get him on over there, guys. Get over to circle. You got that red marker. Okay, good job, guys.
Tuned boss. Watch your step.
Okay, here comes the swirlies. Check if you got that blue arrow. Back up to the ghost. Okay, good job, guys.
Defensive.
Did you see that post a spot, Val?
Defensive.
I did not.
I didn't have to move an
Get over to
inch
Simon.
with those swirly.
Oh.
Can you guys move the boss over one more? We got one a little in the center there.
Defensive.
He did.
Defensive.
Alright, good job, guys.
Whisper the Queen's name and they will carry you towards your inner sanctum.
How is that sword?
It's a healer
It's a
sword.
Sword. What? Oh, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
have
drops
anyways.
2 different swords.
Oh, that's cool. Now I can use a sword and shield instead of a mace for holy. I don't know what flattened me with that phase lunge other than I needed to put up a stronger defensive. It was
Well, I got my anti-magic shell up like 2 seconds too late. Oh, well, I mean like 2/100ths of a second too late, and it hit me for like 90% of my health.
I saw one of those blue lines just go out of wrong direction. Is that what you mean?
No, the tank swap is 2 exposes and then a phase lunge. And the other tank taunts off you for a phase lunge. So one tank takes 2 exposes and the other takes phase lunge. When I took the phase lunge, it took me from like 90% health to 0 immediately. And I don't know why.
Or so
Alright, but I was pulling the whole room.
I mean, why wouldn't I?
Kill my soldiers. Thousands more will rise.
What he's really doing is putting the damn healers to work.
No better way to learn.
Yeah, trial by fire.
Here's the crazy part about healing. Like, when I was leveling my priest in vanilla, leveling as Shadow, still healing dungeons though.
Did I mention that I'm trying to go balance?
How's that working out for you?
Oh, fuck me.
Alright. I don't know any of the rotations, and all I'm doing is spamming one button, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much all balanced through it is.
It really is.
Yeah, they seem really determined to keep it incredibly simple. Which, I don't know their philosophy, but compared to how Pharaoh used to be, is interesting.
Oh,
Feral used to be very
Back up,
simple.
everybody.
You just keep up your bleeds, and you keep up the thing that makes you do more damage, and then you turn everything else into bite.
Yeah, I just mean, like, yeah, I don't have any modern familiarity. I just remember, like, Burning Crusade, it was absolutely nuts.
so for this boss, one of the biggest mechanics that he has for people is if you've done Dawnbreaker, it's the exact same boss. He has, that damn thing right there has a acid like wave mechanic. Yeah, it's literally the same boss. It flew straight here. So what you need to do is the acid wave, you will be on one end and it will be pointing the other direction. You need to go in the direction it's pointing and go out of the raid so that it will run out of the raid, because if it runs through the raid, everyone's gonna boo at you. At one point there will be ads spawning. You can't really control the ads in normal. They will just pop up on people. If you have ads on you, try to get a little closer to the tanks so that our Death and Decay and Consecration, all of our ground shit picks them up. He will move throughout the fight. He'll be right here. He'll be on the other side. At one point, he'll stop right there or right there. And way back in the back. I don't know if you can see my ping. And on the opposite side are the places that this thing is ugly. Are the places that it'll stop. There are webs. You want to bring the webs out of the group. Did you put down the triangle for webs?
No, triangle for ads.
There's no... The ads are uncontrolled in this.
Oh, it's not on the players? Oh, okay.
There's no circle. It's just... They just pop out.
Okay.
Bring your webs, if you can, somewhere around... I don't know... there, that's like a rough marker. Just get them out of the group for the most part. Because if the acid waves hit the webs, they turn into acid pools. Was there anything I missed? There's no soak in normal. The ads are not doable in normal.
It's the same thing as Dawnbreaker
Yeah, it's pretty much just Dawnbreaker.
on normal. It's even easier than Raid Finder.
Does anyone have any questions?
Are we so as a paladin in this fight for this? There is a soak on normal, right?
Nope. Only on.
Oh, there's not even a soak. All right, never mind.
No soak.
Yeah, there's a soak in Raid Finder, but not normal.
Weird.
We have you well-trained, Splurt.
I was just gonna ask if I should bubble through it or not. I didn't know if we ever got an answer to that, but
I actually had seen that if you have 2 paladins bubbling and like a DK doing the anti-magic zone, 3 people are enough to cancel out the soak. I haven't quite figured out how in the world it's done, but I know it's possible now.
5,
I'll keep you updated if I do find out.
3, 2, 1. Torrent force.
Yeah, run out with the webs.
Very nice.
Defensive.
Okay, get those faced away from the party.
Yep, that's perfect.
Good deal.
Torrent force. Defensive.
Ads are coming out.
Okay, get the webs out.
Torrent force.
Good job on getting the webs out, guys.
moving time based or percentage based?
I think it's time based. Okay, he's going to stop once. That's not his ultimate destination. He's going to move again in the back once he gets interrupted.
Watch your feet. Defensive.
If you get webs here, run it to the right wall, guys. Run the webs to the right.
Torrent force. Watch your feet.
Very nice.
Defensive.
Ads incoming.
Torrent force. Defensive.
Okay, webs to the right. Run to the right, guys.
The other right.
It's all good.
Switch them.
swap those.
Switch them.
Defensive.
Very nice.
That was pretty clutch.
This is very clutch.
Oh, she's gonna die.
Okay. She had to make it one last time, made it difficult on us.
On my screen,
Died all
she's
the way
still
over
not
here.
dead.
Ooh, a tailoring recipe.
Ooh.
The hell? How did I win the frickin' Warglaze?
You don't have any
No one wanted them.
When did they switch to this loot style for like, you know, not LFR raids?
I think the beginning of Dragonflight.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Does anybody need this tailoring recipe?
I think
No.
My Warlock's a Tailor, but if you need it for the guild, I'm not gonna take it.
Why is she
No.
look down there? She's flying.
Kinda
Just
like a
open trade
zombie.
with Bimbo if you want it.
On this room up here, wait for the tanks to grab everything in the room before you start fighting.
Sorry, I didn't loot her.
Spark, come back here.
What do you need?
Oh, I'll last here.
Just don't ask me to do it, because it'll be hard this time.
Alright. Nuke away.
Frontal. Frontal.
Queen's inner sanctum is impenetrable, but the Reaper is not. Caught in a destruction, deep itself.
Oh yeah, numbers.
Big numbers. Everyone sit right here.
Too far away.
That was fucking weird.
Interrupt.
I'm working on.
I thought I got on the other side. It's not a knockback, it's a pull.
Chill right there for a second. Alright, go ahead and DPS. Do your thing.
What the hell? They're not coming.
Interrupt.
I gotta go drop another one.
I must get closer.
For anyone wondering, we're killing these ads here because they do a knockback and it can blow you off the bridge. Did our tank just find out about the knockback?
One of them did. The other one did the other direction.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm used to having charge, where I can just ignore it.
I looted a clothy headpiece off of trash.
Nice.
Oh my god. These guys gotta stop coming.
Hey, Az.
Yes.
Depending on what time we finish this, if you would like to practice Boomy in like 2s, 3s, 4s, I want to heal some more on my priest.
Reset.
I am absolutely down.
You got this, Zernki. Greatest bait ever.
Everybody head on over to this side. If we ever do this fight on heroic, we'll be starting over this way. Whatever one we have the boss closest to, that's the first one she's going to pitch. Or he's going to pitch. We keep misgendering this boss, but it's a he. Is going to start spraying the purple goo on the ground that we need to watch out for. Val, do you want to explain this one, or you want me to?
You can go ahead.
How is it a he if it's taking care of eggs?
I know.
Penguins do.
I don't remember what ability it says, but there is an
It's a
ability that
worm.
literally states he. Like, we had this whole discussion about this when we were doing this on heroic.
Oh man.
He's not laying the eggs, he's just taking care of the eggs.
I'll wait for Driz to get back before I explain.
Not taking very good care of them, but
Are the webs on this one? Do we have webs to worry about?
Webs. No.
He's a
I don't
bad
think
father.
so.
He's drinking and letting his kids kill us.
No, webs are just... This is just the eggs, I think.
Gotcha. 100% gotcha. You know, it seems so few aids is really getting to me. When you guys do this fight on heroic, there's like double the amount of aids. And you actually have to like be particular about which ones you pop. Alright, so for this fight, what's going to happen is the tanks are going to go and tank the boss probably somewhere right around here initially. She'll then start a phase where she goes to these around the room. What's going to happen is she's basically going to bust open this container over here and start putting purple goop on the ground. That purple goop is going to spread. While she's doing that, she's going to do more of those purple swirlies that we dodged last time. This boss is going to do the same thing. While those are going on, they're pretty hard to dodge. So try and pop any defensives you have or any additional cooldowns to help out your healers. And the most important mechanic of this, I cannot stress it enough, you will get a purple circle around you. And generally you'll get a prompt if you have DBM above your head that says pop egg. What you're going to do is you're going to go to one of the eggs. And let's say I have the purple circle on. I'm the druid guy jumping over here. Let's say I have the purple circle. If you're trying to do these eggs, you want to stand in the very middle of them. The ads that will spawn out of them, because the purple circle makes you pop the egg, and little baby spiders come running out. What you're going to do is focus down those ads and burn them down as quick as humanly possible. For the most part, this fight is pretty easy as long as the ads are actually getting popped. That purple goop that comes out of the bottom of the container that's currently behind us will continue to spread throughout the room. If it gets to any of the eggs, it will then enrage those eggs, and then we have a serious problem. Any of the eggs that look like this will spawn a worm out of them. Those worms need to be interrupted and killed as quickly as possible. They only do damage if they get their casts off, so as long as somebody's interrupting them or continuing to interrupt their cast, they'll never really be an issue. The ads are typically the hardest part of this fight, aside from just breaking the eggs. But for the most part, we've been cleaving through the bosses, so I don't think it's really going to be an issue for us. On this fight in particular, seriously focus on mechanics here instead of killing the boss. We'll have plenty of time. Once just about all the aids on this side are done, what the boss is going to do is she's going to run over to the next one, which our tanks will guide her over to this one. And then we're just going to rinse and repeat. Pop more aids, kill more ads, dodge the purple swirly stuff on the ground. Only one person should be on any egg, one egg at a time. So if you see somebody else in the day, do your best to try and get to another egg ASAP. If you are a ranged and or healer character, try and pre-position yourself close to one of the eggs already so you don't have to move very far. Because it's entirely random who it gets on. So even a melee can get it too. And if you are one of the melee that gets it, try and grab this egg first.
So, If I get it as a healer and I pop the egg, the ads are something I can handle, or DPS will help me.
Nope. So what you're going to do is, on the off chance the tanks don't grab it, our tanks are pretty damn awesome, so they're going to try and grab aggro on those right away. If they don't, instead of focusing on healing, what you're going to do is you're going to run it right up to our tanks. She doesn't really do any frontal, or he doesn't really do any frontals or anything, so just run it right in front of our tanks and they'll grab them off you.
Okay, thank you.
The worms are stationary, they don't move, but we'll just interrupt them and they won't do any damage. Any other questions? Alright, let's kill this thing.
We so the side we're on, we want to try to get as many starting as far over towards us as possible and move our way towards the middle, right?
Yes. And then when she moves over to this one, then we'll start doing that side of eggs.
And work our way towards the middle.
Yes.
Okay.
And again, the reason you do that is because the purple that comes out of these will spread out from the center of it. And if it touches any of the eggs, that mob then becomes enraged and does a ton more damage.
4, 3, 2, 1. Tool first.
This entire room is full of sack birds.
Alright, you guys can run on over to her, but dodge the purple on the ground. Pop the fences if you got them to help out your healers. Okay, if you got that purple circle, get to an egg. Alright, good job, guys. You have that ad on you, get him over to the tanks. We do have a spider terrorizing the red line a little bit. Oh, he's on tanks. Cool. Good job, guys. Alright, that's rinse and repeat. Just focus on getting the eggs. Ads are priority over boss. When you see ads, kill ads first.
Defensive.
Okay, if you're at that purple circle, get to an egg.
Interesting. You get in the middle of it. There you go.
Hey, Tank, can you move them over a little bit closer to these two last ones left?
Yeah, I was just getting that worm over there.
Defensive.
Okay, we have enraged parasites. I need them dead ASAP.
Defensive.
Okay, let's get that boss moving, guys.
Defensive.
Okay, now we're going to start with this egg. This egg on ping is the first one to get popped. Do the closest ones to the tower thing and work your way out. Okay, you ready to dodge purple swirlies? Defensives if you got them. Save your healers.
Defensive.
Alright. Get to the edge if possible.
Then we get in the middle.
Yep. Trying to move over a little bit left. It's alright. If you do get it and you're doing the two eggs, you have to stand in the middle of the two big eggs. Otherwise, you only pop one of the two.
Taunt art.
She'll be dead before it becomes an issue, though.
Defensive.
Good job, guys.
Well done. The Queen is furious over the destruction of her experiments. Keep pushing.
That fight was really weird to do after doing it on heroic.
Yep, just a little bit.
Before I got in this one, I did an LFR, and they did it like just the opposite. They did the right side first, and then they went to the left.
Yeah, LFR is just basic. It was really easy.
And I don't think it even really matters much on normal. I just think we have a habit from heroic.
But whichever side you have him closest to, that's the one she goes to for the purple shit.
Yep.
And again, in heroic, the composition's radically different. Like, one of them has 2 spiders, one of them has like 2 worms, one of them has 2 parasites. You want to do the parasites last. Because ideally you can burn through them before it's much of an issue, because that part sucks.
The spiders are worse than the parasites?
No, parasites are the worst by far.
Right.
They are like what will kill people.
Funny enough, is Method's mythic strat is actually to do the parasites first. Or they start in the area with the parasites, but it's really up to the group. Like, it just depends on what you feel comfortable doing.
I guess the nice thing about their method, no pun intended, is if once you pull that off, the rest of the fight's easy by comparison.
Allegedly. The reason why they do that is they use druids and druids and evokers to knock the parasite groups back to the tanks, or well, to the boss.
Well, that was really good time in that fear.
And then they use Demon Hunter and Death Knight to like mass grip all of them in together to help cleave.
Makes sense.
So once they get out of that point, then they don't have to worry about 2 groups. They can just worry about knocking one group into oh motherfucker.
Did he get knocked off?
Yes.
Yeah, I was fighting her and she just like hit me with the web right away.
Huh.
Well, they actually drop loot. Now I feel compelled to go find the corpse.
So, this next boss is essentially, it's all single targets, essentially all mechanics. She will do these portals. They are rings that get put on people. Oh, let me move that over a little bit. What you want to do is when you get the ring on you, you want to bring it to one of the points that is not Moon. Moon is where the tanks will be taking her, because she also drops one on the tanks. After she drops the portals down, they suck everyone in, kind of like the soak on the first boss. So what you want to do is you want to get them relatively evenly spaced, which is why you try to aim them for the markers, so that it'll pull us evenly from the center. After the... Zarnki, you scared the crap out of me. after the portals go down, she'll spawn these like phantom images of herself, and they will have a little line sticking out the front. You need to point that line outside of your group, or she will dash right through the group, doing a bunch of group-wide damage. When she hits 100 energy, she will do Starless Night, which she goes in the center of the room and has this fancy purple stuff floating around her, and she will put lines on people. They are essentially rectangles. They look like a pencil. You have to avoid teammates unless you want to be like me, in which case you stack on our friendly neighborhood druids because you want to kill them. If you hit less than 10% health, you immediately die, so be careful. There's probably something I'm forgetting, but that's all I pay attention to as a tank, is those mechanics, so if anyone has anything they'd like to add. I will take that as nobody has anything to add.
Negative.
I got faith in us.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defensive. Watch your step.
One thing I forgot to mention is you want to put the, this is where you point them out. You want to put them on individual markers. I think I forgot to say that, that's my bad. You want one per marker, essentially.
Watch your step.
And this phase, they're just put down on players, I believe, at random. You can't really control it. This is when you'd use movement abilities. Move her over, Marco.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
Everyone out.
Quick and painless.
This is the center thing.
Line on you.
Where is... There's Az. Hi, Az. How are you, Az? Come here, Az.
If you get a line, try not to move. Let everyone else move out of your line.
Line on you.
Let's ride it out together.
Like a suicide pact?
That's what we're doing right now. The healer and tank are
Are you like...
attempting to murder each other. Oh, here we go.
Move those to the markers.
Turned horse.
That way a little bit.
Very nice.
Watch your step.
Point those out of the group. Thank you.
Turned horse.
Oh, can you taunt?
From lines.
Yeah.
I'm at like 8 stacks.
I mean, that's when the taunt swap is for
Watch
DPM.
your step.
Oh,
Oh, I just figured it out. I'm a genius. I always thought those portals were random. It's where the shadows land.
oh.
I never knew that. But I just watched the shadow turn into a thing. Well,
But did you believe you were fighting
I'm gonna
the
sell the
real
transmitter.
thing? Who is the queen to you? I get paid
You're gonna sell it?
Yep.
Who would want it?
I don't know. Some poor caster. Apparently Sean.
Until then, watch your back.
It's actually a pretty decent upgrade.
I guess. Or just take it for the haste. Like, you
And
ever
it's-
doing that shit is never gonna happen.
Frost best in slot.
The sanctum to send her elite guards to kill you.
I appreciate you guys bringing me, but I have to head out. My son is totally fine, but he did come in during the middle of that and tell me that his hair was falling out. So I apologize for dying. His hair's not falling out. He's just 3. Gotta go though. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Bye.
Have fun. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Likely to cover your own treachery. After I rend them, I will deliver your head as well.
Oh, I could tell you guys some stories.
Oh boy. Do I even want to know?
I don't think Nick wants you to know.
Oh, I don't think there's any harm in telling us. Do you want to do this one as, or you want me to?
I can. I'm thinking that one of us will explain it, and then the other one will fill in the stuff. The other one for just what I think. Just there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, this is the complicated one.
I can give it a go if you want.
Sure.
All right. There is a ton of stuff going on here, so I'm gonna try and give you guys the gist of it without overloading you. So, the very first section of this fight, they're going to place down these like web cocoon things. Just run away from them, get out of the web swirlies. 90% of this fight is don't stand in it. That's genuinely the major part of this fight. If you are in the ranged, or actually I think melee can get it too, you'll get an ad that chases you. That ad, you have to bring it under the boss so that we can AoE DPS it down. It will continue to chase you. The tanks can't do anything to pull aggro off you, so basically you just have to keep running underneath the boss until it gets AoE down. If you are a Ret Paladin, now is the time to swap over to a cleave build. It is way better for you guys on this fight than a single target build. There's going to be a phase where the fat one is going to charge over to the other side of the arena. 2 people are then going to have to walk into the website. One will pop the website, and then they create a trip line for that boss. We'll decide who that's going to be here in a second, but it will be people that have already at least done it and or seen it before, so you guys at least get an idea. Then what's going to happen is after it is webbed up, he takes more damage. Focus the big fat one when he's webbed up. When you see the line go down the very center of the arena, just get out of the way of it. After that phase starts, or after that ends, the skinny one is going to go into the center, and he's going to do pie slices. On each of these little quadrants will be lit up with a web. Those webs do not do damage to you until they actually end. So if you're surrounded on both sides, so there's one to your right, one to your left, and you can't run either way because you don't want to stand on it. If you're in the very middle one, the left or right one will pop before the middle one does. So you can stay in the middle, and once the one to your right or left pops, run onto that one. Again, a lot of don't stand in it. Then they're going to go back to doing what they were doing previously, and we'll get that line down the center. Don't stand in it. Bring the ads to the boss. Then what's going to happen is the skinny one is going to pull all of us to the very center, and it's going to put a web line on you. The first 2 times you get that web line, just break it. And if you are not somebody that knows this fight or has done this fight, I want you to always break it. Hopefully one of the 2 people that have actually done this before gets the line with somebody else that's done it before, and we'll be able to use it as a trip line. Only the 3rd time it happens, so it'll happen to us a total of 3 times. The third time, one group needs to hang on to the web. That one group will then have to use it as a trip line for the boss to make sure that they can trip him up. Generally, we have the plate wearers do the tripping because they have a little bit more survivability than the rest of us. We will then, after that second line goes down, the big fat one will go to the center, and he'll put dirt rings on the ground. Don't stand in those, just run out of them. Run to one of the clear spaces of the rings. If you, for whatever reason, don't run out, it's fine. You'll be put up on a pillar, and we have to DPS those people that are on the pillar down, and then they're back in the action. But if you see somebody on a pillar for whatever reason during this fight, focus them, get them off the pillar as quickly as possible. Then, the most important mechanic of this entire thing, and I cannot stress it enough how important it is. There's going to be a mechanic called Stinging Swarm. When you see Stinging Swarm on you, most likely these two bosses are going to be somewhere like here. Okay? Don't do anything with Stinging Swarm yet. The boss, the Stinging one, will go to the very center with that Stinging Swarm. What you're going to do is, if you have Stinging Swarm, you're going to run under the skinny boss. Then say something to let people know that you have Stinging Swarm. Even just typing it. The healers then have to dispel it off of you. This is the one mechanic that will wipe us. The Stinging Swarm, if not dispelled under him, and very, very particular about this, not dispelled under him, he'll do wide AoE damage to the entire group, and it's an insta wipe. And it's enough, if one person misses it, we wipe here. The other important part about that is when this is happening, when you start to see him in the very center like that, and it'll be later on in the fight, or at least a little bit later on in the fight, do not stand under him. If you do not have Stinging Swarm, and you see any kind of prompt about Stinging Swarm, or you think Stinging Swarm might be going on, just get away from the skinny one, focus on the fat one. If it helps you out for the most part of the fight, just focus the fat guy. Kill the fat guy first. They share a health pool, so whatever one you end up damaging is going to be the one that dies first. While Stinging Swarm is going on, our tanks are going to have the fat one away from the skinny one. So that'll be your first sign that something is probably going wrong, and you should be on the fat guy. Just try your best not to stand in the middle of the room, just as a precaution. If you want to make like some kind of macro or something to say, hey, I have Stinging Swarm, or just voice it in the VC, make sure you say your name too, or your character's name, so we know who we're dispelling. Especially since we're two healers now, so we're going to make the best of this. One that knows what he's doing, and one that definitely doesn't. Hint, I'm the one that doesn't. For the most part, though, just don't stand in stuff. Worst case scenario, we die.
Will Tranquilizing Shot remove that Stinging Swarm?
It typically has to be cleansed. I want to say it's a magic one. I don't think anything that I know of cleanses it properly. It's better to probably just let your healers get rid of it.
Right.
Can't bubble it or anything fun?
I don't remember if bubble works. I don't think it does. I think last time I tried it didn't work for me.
Alright.
Hey Driss, can you do me a favor? I don't know if you're talented into it or not. Mass Dispel is learnable by Shadow, and it also removes Stinging Swarm. So as an absolute emergency, like if you have it on yourself, you can run to the middle and Mass Dispel yourself and everyone around you.
If for whatever reason you are in a really sweaty pod, so you're in a pod that's pushing heroic, they're going to have everybody gather under that boss. We will not be doing that. They have everybody gather under it, and then they use that very same Mass Dispel to cleanse all of it at once. That's a trick to do it faster. I'm letting you know in case you decide to pug it on an alt or something, or you're not with us and you see people do that and you're like, why the hell are they all under it like that? That's why. But don't do that here.
It's kind of the same as the second boss. Just keep an eye on where your tanks are. If you have Stinging Swarm, go under the middle. If you don't have Stinging Swarm, follow the tanks.
I fully expect us to wipe here once. Just giving everybody a heads up. This is probably where we'll die, because this mechanic takes people a little bit to get used to.
Oh, this is the hardest fight in the whole instance, like, for sure. At least on this difficulty. Wait, who's doing the web mechanics?
Do we have two plate wearers that know it? That's the
I know it.
You're one of our healers.
I can move around while I'm healing.
We have 2 of us. There's only 2, and you're the only one that knows what the hell's going on.
I haven't done it before, but I probably can.
Gash and Splurt are the ones who normally do it, and you're both on Paladins. Are you both willing to do it, or does one of you want to swap out with Zarnki?
I mean, I can do it, but it might be good to let other people get practice too.
Ichi, if we had 3 healers, I'd say go for it, but I don't need
Okay.
you getting crushed by the charge.
It wouldn't crush me. I'm helping stop it, remember?
Sir, you are the carry, okay? You're the carry here.
So
Whoever's
I'm here
doing
for
it, just slap some marks on them.
You know what,
yeah,
Splurt? You and Zarnki.
All right,
And if-
Marcus is up.
If one of you dies, I'll fill in for you, because I think the mechanic is fun.
Zarki, to give you an idea how the mechanic works, just to run you by it one more time. You'll see those cocoons on the ground. Once those cocoons spawn, you and the individual you're doing it with will want to clarify which one you're going to do, so just ping it. Verify with the other person what one you're doing. Both of you have to stand around the center of it in the web without popping the center web. Once both of you are in it, then pop that center web. That creates the bridge, and you just drag it across that line.
Okay, I don't have a ping macro either. So,
Just give me a second.
I can ping one for you guys then. I can do that.
Okay.
as soon as he starts the charge, the webs are always up, right?
Or
Well,
I'd
the
put
web-
it the
the
other
webs
way,
will
like
be
he
up
puts
for
the
that.
webs down and then he starts the charge.
Yeah, okay.
It's basically adds web charge every time.
I don't know if you guys heard that. That was probably a really crappy sound. I just went to move my mic, and my mic popped out of its stand and fell on my desk. So, I'm sorry if it made noise.
My glory never escapes.
That sucked.
Yeah, I'll ping one for you guys.
Morcon, I'll
Or
take the big
if
one
it helps
first.
you out too, just step out of the actual fight for a second while you get in better position. That's what I was doing when I was doing it. I know you know what you're doing, but it helps.
I wouldn't go that far.
Ads incoming.
Okay, remember, get those ads under the bosses. They need to be AoE'd down.
Watch for front.
Just drag it under the boss.
Prep for web.
Alright,
Alright, go stand in
get
here.
over to it.
Go the other way.
Very
Good
nice.
enough.
DPS the big
Good
one.
job, guys.
Ads
stunned
incoming.
We
back
got somebody on a spike. Get them off. Focus the guy on the spike, guys.
Especially since it's our Weber. Someone could get this ad off me when I drag it in, that would be wonderful.
Remember, drag the ads under the boss. Bring them under the boss. Just grab one of the ones in the center, guys.
Here, where'd he go?
Oh,
Oh.
sorry, that's the first time I've done it.
You're
It's
fine.
okay.
How did I survive that?
No idea.
Death Knight fucking
I
motivation.
took 0 damage from that.
He's like, fuck your move. I'm infinite. I'm gonna take the buff.
Yeah, like I said, I expect us to die in this fight. This fight is stupidly rough for just no reason compared to the rest of this.
The good news is the queen is easy by comparison.
Yeah.
Don't touch the vials twice or you'll die.
Yeah, don't drink the potion. Just talk to the person. Just click on them and then run.
They made everything pretty much automatic now. Like any... like I noticed with Azure Vault, if you go into there on the normals leveling, they automatically, like, when you click the book, it automatically transfer you. You don't have to click at something else inside of the log.
Interesting.
So that's what happens with the potions. You automatically pick it up, but you don't have to actually drink it. Because it does it for you.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to make up a raid build. Just hit a ready check when everyone's here.
All right, Splurt.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will have your two Tupperwares. Lives are forfeit.
Spread. Defensive.
Bring those ads under the boss. AoE him down. Guys, get ready to grab
the charge.
This is going to be the closest one to you guys.
Alright, come on over.
Good job.
Spread.
Got somebody at spike, get him down. Good job. Add under boss. I picked one for you guys, but I've been being chased by an ad.
That's fine, we're over here. We'll get it when he moves. Alright, let's get this one over. Fuck it, stand where you are. I got it.
Very nice.
Zarky, I'd also mention, I can't prove this, but I feel like I get ads much more as the hunter, so I think like if you're standing out there in the open, it might attract them to you. And that always pissed me off when I was doing web.
Alright, cookie cutter squares. Just remember, don't stand on them if you can help it. Just run out, but they don't actually damage you until they go off. So if you surround on both sides, just wait for one on the right or left of you to pop and then move.
Ads incoming. Watch that frontal. We're about to all be pulled in.
Remember, you can break these. Oh. There we go, now we're about to be pulled in. Just run away from whoever else has it with you.
And
This is the Stinging Swarm.
Special coming.
I have...
Getting serious damage here.
Yeah.
Stinging Swarm on Zarky.
I don't know if he'll be able to cleanse it. Yeah, both users are dead.
Defensive.
Crap.
Just don't release if you guys die.
Torn force.
We can wipe it, by the way. There's only 4 people up right now.
I'm looking for Sean's body so I can put a blanket on him. Alright, I'm
Get the
satisfied.
ceremonial torch. I'm gonna burn people.
Special coming.
Don't release. Don't release. Don't
Torn
release.
force.
Hey, we got the Stinging Swarm, though. If you look where he's wandering around with those things above his head, that means we actually succeeded at the Stinging Swarm mechanic. So, heads up.
You just gonna solo the boss?
Oh, not anymore. Oh, I survived it. Alright,
Alright, don't release.
oh fuck. Should have reminded me.
Oh, why did it put me here? Never mind, release.
Because I gave you the the raised dead.
Oh, so it didn't let me
It
get
summoned you to me.
up.
Bimbo's going back to fight Brood Twister. He liked it so much.
I mean, Jar, if you really want to go back and do Heroic Brood again, I guess we
Living in the past, guys.
What? Are you trying to tell us that
I
it's,
eat my candy.
trying to tell us that going to Brood is a force of habit now?
Yeah.
For like 37 pulls, yeah.
That's true.
Is that how
Can
many
we get
had?
Zarky a new mark?
Yes, I can.
I don't know what happened. Was he X? Maybe like DBM stole it or something. I don't know.
I'll just give him the tank markers. Oh no, I don't know how you ended up with triangle when he had triangle, you had X. Who knows? Thank you, Ichi.
No problem, buddy.
Also, I do not
Goddamn.
appreciate your do the mechanics, considering I was one of the last people alive, and I had enough time alive to put a blanket on Sean.
5,
Mm-hmm.
You die, I'm gonna burn your body. Just know this.
1.
If I die right now,
What color is the fire?
It's red. I've got a cremating torch.
Spread.
It'll burn your body to bones.
Torrent burst.
sorry I can't do calls when I'm yawning. Frontal in 2. 8 seconds. Start prepping for charge.
Guys, you might want to grab the one closest to both y'all.
Charging.
Very nice.
Spread.
This fight does so much damage.
Frontal in
Holy
5.
shit.
Torrent horizon.
Adds in 5.
Defensive. Spread.
Charging. That's not a charge DPM. Why are you lying to me? He's about to charge.
Alright, let's just, you get over here? No.
Very nice. Good save. First intermission in 15.
Good pizza slices. Get ready to move. Remember, they don't damage you unless they actually pop below you. Just standing on them does not hurt you.
If you stand on them too long, it does.
Yep. When it pops, it does.
I require a target.
I was not in that. We have dispels in 30 seconds. Adds in 3. Frontal in 5.
Torrent horizon.
We're about to be pulled in 5. This one you can break. Stinging Swarm in 3. Everyone out.
Hit a health potion or a defensive. Keep yourself alive.
Special.
Swarm!
Very nice. Swarm on Splurt.
I can't get you. I don't have a cleanse.
One's down.
Alright, I got you.
Splurt. Thank you.
Adds in 5.
Defensive.
By the way, Hunter, that was nothing you did there. It's the amount of damage this stupid fight
Pulled
does.
in.
Interesting. I was hoping I was not gonna wipe us out.
Nope.
With
you're
our
good.
lock
man.
cookie, Sean.
Break this one up. DPS down those ads. Get ready for frontal. Stinging Swarm in 5. Watch that frontal. Wait until we get in the middle.
Special coming. Defensive.
Was that taunt off? Do I need to taunt off of you now?
Sarky
yeah, you
has
can.
a form.
Gotcha. I didn't have a cleanse yet. 8 seconds, man.
Very nice. You
Yeah,
guys
guys.
can damage both of them.
I'll take the
We're
middle.
gonna get to the other ground phase here in a second.
You want me to get one of the hunters up?
How many do we have?
No, we only have one.
We have another one in
When
like
we hit
30
2,
seconds.
you can.
Alright. Don't stand in the ground. The ground, damn.
Stay alive. Most important.
Well, we do have to deal with the shield, so.
Well, someone will do damage, but just don't die because you're focused on it.
I'm healing on fumes, just a heads up.
Alright. I got you.
We're at 17%. It's gonna drop quick.
Get ready for Skinny's frontal.
Down 30.
I mean, this is part of the fight. It's pretty much dead at this point. I have enough haste where it gets me mana back pretty quick. I just gotta chill for a second.
We're about to
Ow.
be pulled in. This is the one you want to check who you're with. If you're new to the fight, break it. Gas share with me. You and I
Darky,
can do
we're
it.
keeping it, just in case.
Yep. Oh, very
Good
nice.
job, Bax. Good job.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Charge denied.
Ooh, I need that. I need that.
Oh, that axe looks nice.
I do not have a ret axe at all right now. And even though I swapped my loot spec, it still made me roll off spec. That's silly.
Hey, I can now do the skip.
Sick.
I do want to let the guys that died on that fight in particular know you didn't die because of anything you did. Traditionally, you have 3 healers when you fight with that because that fight just does so much damage so quick. And you have 1 healer that honestly didn't know what the hell they were doing once that fight. So that's not
No worries. Sure, I contributed to my own death. But thank you for
I
making me
was
feel better.
bumbled. How the fuck did they fear me?
Damn.
Oh, God, I hate that fear.
I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I require a target.
Welcome to Queen Ansarek. This is the final boss. This is the big baddie. The one you keep hearing people bitch about in Ashkahet. She is very she's fucking hideous. Who am I kidding? So give me 2 seconds. So this boss, as you can fill in where I miss off, this boss has, for the first phase, there are puddles that are going to be on the ground. They spawn underneath her. It is primarily a tank mechanic, but just don't stand in them if you can help it. We are going to bring her, I hope everyone's watching my markers, we're going to bring her like this to the outside edge, and then we're going to kite around the outside edge back towards where we're standing right now. There is a it's like a greenish circle. That's green. It's like puke green. You want to bring it just outside the boss. Like, here, I'm the boss, and our dear druid right here is the person with the soak. You want to put it about right there. So you want it about that far away from the boss. The boss is going to do these waves. We are going to call out that you need to step back into the circle. You'll, after 2 or 3 times, you'll recognize the mechanic, but just the first few times, we'll call it out. We'll call it out every time, but so you know. You need to stand in it. There is going to be a ball in the middle of the circle, and then an outer ring. You need to stand in the outer ring. Do not touch the ball. At a specific point, Sean, our dear, darling other druid, is going to touch the ball, and it is going to kick us all up over waves that the boss is sending out, and then he's going to book it. There is another mechanic, which is these little white circles. You want to group up but not stack. So you want to be close to each other because it will put everyone in a route with like a health bar, like the final boss of what is it called? Arakara, where you get caught in those slimes. It's similar to that, but you can't interrupt it. You have to kill it or freedom. You can freedom it. You can shift out of it if you're a druid. Anything that breaks roots works on it. You want to DPS those down as quickly as possible because she's going to do these cutting, like they're focused on a central point right around where she is, and she has these cutting blades coming in, and you have to get out of the way of them. At second phase, she is going to be in the center of the room, and she's going to have a shield on her. You want to alternate between... She has these webs on you. When the webs are about to pull, you need to be on the outside of the room, like kind of near where the markers are. Not on the markers, but about that far out, because she's going to yank you back towards her. And then you can DPS her for a little bit, and then you need to run back out, and then she's going to yank you back again. It's just repeating. While she's doing that, she'll be sending out these green globs. Just dodge the globs. And then for third phase, you are going to go to your markers. Group 1 and 3 are going to be with Morcon on Moon. And group 2 and 4 are going to be with me on Square. There are going to be ads that are going to spawn near where the markers are. What you need to do is the ads need to die. The tanks know where to put them. And then you need to stack up with your group in between the ad and the platform that's right in front of it, because it is going to send you up onto the platform. When you're on the platform, you need to watch out because the web pull mechanic from second phase is going to be happening again. So you need to just keep an eye out for when you're getting pulled and make sure you're running away from the center of like the arena. So you need to run to the outside edge of the platform. And then when we clear all the mobs on the first platform, those, I don't know if you guys can see them, there's these 2 little bluish jar looking things. People click those, and then it's going to form a little web bridge. You go up to the second platform up there, and then same thing, you kill some mobs up there. There's one mob up there that needs to be focused. It's got a large overshield on it. That one needs to go down first, because if it gets its cast off, we wipe. And then same thing with the web bridge. You go up to the third platform. Up there is going to be the same ad that we killed to jump on the platform. The one that will spawn down here in third phase will also be up there. It's the same thing. You want to kill him, stack in front of it, and it'll send you back to the center arena. but it'll send you to the second floor. When we are up on the second floor, there will be a few different mechanics. For one, there will be ads. The tank will get hit with something. They will run away, and when they run away, they will spawn ads. What you need to do is DPS those ads down and do not let them touch the boss. Then there is also up there is portals. Az, can you explain the portals for me real quick?
So when the portals pop up, you're going to know because you're going to get a purple circle around you. What needs to happen is one person needs to place the portal towards the center, and one person needs to place the portal towards the back. When the portals get placed down, there's going to be a couple seconds, and she's going to spawn a black kind of wave / wall that will come from the outside of the arena above us to the inside of the arena. We will then, when the wall gets a little bit closer to the inside, we'll take the portal that's on the inside of the arena. I'm clicking on myself. Take the portal that's on the inside of the arena. That will then teleport us to the back side of the arena, which you then walk to the left or right. Make sure you don't go back because you can teleport through back and die. So just continue to walk to the left or right, take your pick. It won't really matter. That's how the portals function.
Thank you. I believe that is everything that she does. Royal Ascension. There are also ads up top that you need to interrupt if you can, and you kind of need to focus them, cleave them down if you can. Just get them killed. Not that. It sounds really complicated, but it's all, once you do it a couple times, this fight's actually really easy and it's a lot of fun. Does anyone have anything to add, and does anyone have any questions?
I do have something to add, specifically for my rep pallies.
I'm listening.
All right. So for rep paladins, I'm hoping all of you are still in your cleave builds, where you actually have the divine storm that rotates up the front. When we get webbed up, I want our rep paladins in the very back of the pack, so farthest away, facing towards the boss, and start spamming your divine storm to cleave down the webs that have everybody locked in. Your divine storm will decimate the webs. Saves pretty much everybody. But since we have so many paladins, I think if each of you do one divine storm, we're free from the webs. Just put that in perspective. It'll make more sense when we actually go through it. Your abridged version, don't touch the yellow or the green bubble on the first phase. Focus ads. Second phase, put your bat towards the ball once we kill the ad on the second phase. Did you blast it up the platform? Kill more ads. Get to third phase. Worry about the portals. Kill more ads. That's the abridged 20-second version. I'll make call-outs as we go through.
I like your abridged version.
And also because everybody gives me shit, and I think it's kind of funny at this point. There's something about this fight that's a little difficult for everybody.
Yeah. Give me 20 seconds and then we can pull. You can hit a ready check if you want, Morcon.
So evens with square, odds with moon, correct?
Yep. Yep.
4,
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Too far away.
Ready to dodge poison on the ground?
Too close.
Okay.
Okay, get within this circle. Do not touch the bubble. Just get inside of it, guys. Dodge those waves.
Bubbles.
You'll spawn the jump over sooner than it should be spawned, and we all die.
Defensive.
Oh, okay.
Or we take a lot of damage. Really,
That's
it's more
like
we
telling-
take a lot of damage.
That's like telling the innocent 5-year-old who has ADHD not to hit the big red button.
This is
Everybody
where you
group
stack
up.
up.
No, don't touch. Paladin's in the back. Okay, get cleaving. Okay, get ready to dodge webs. Webs are incoming at your feet. Get ready to dodge.
Watch your step. Get knocked outward.
Okay, move to the bubble. Don't touch it. Just get in the rain.
That was impeccable fucking timing, man.
Oh! He ran into the bomb.
Dodge the waves.
Taunt boss. Defensive.
Stack up.
Group up. Paladin's in the back. Okay, get cleaving.
Watch your step.
Dodge webs.
Splurt, you can blessing of freedom yourself
Good
out
job,
of that.
guys.
So what's the fun of that? I like the cleaving part.
Alright, we're in second phase.
Okay, you ready for a pull-in first? Pull-in's going to be coming sooner than later.
Everyone to the outside.
For now. Okay, DPS a little bit. DPS, you're good to DPS. Dodge the waves as they come out from below her.
Get ready for pull.
Run on out.
Phase 2.
Very nice. Get on your markers.
Yep,
Groups
get
2 and
to
4
your
are
tank.
on. Yep, 2 and 4 are on square.
Interrupt 1.
You want to stand on this side towards the outside when it dies.
Very nice.
Okay, stand with your back towards the ball, facing towards the arena above us.
Stay away from lions. Not in
Run out, don't let it pull you off the ledge. Focus the mage one if possible.
Stay away from lions.
Okay, when the ramps spawn in, run all the way to the top, ignore the ads. Okay, run all the way to the top. Kill the mage guy at the top.
Stay away from lions.
Focus in.
Stay away from lions.
Ready for the pull.
Oh, Bimbo.
I don't know what
Pulled
happened
you
there.
out of my range.
I had the web on me and I was running towards the end.
Okay, good job. Run all the way to the top.
Interrupt 1.
We will res you when we get up to the top platform, Hunter. Okay, same thing. Put your back towards the ball, facing towards the arena, guys.
Phase 3.
Alright, focus boss here, free DPS.
Morcon will take her first.
Run out.
Alright, get ready to focus ads, guys. Ads are going to spawn on this pane. Kill them down. Okay, portals, one on the inside, one on the outside.
Go on
Circle,
the
go into the inside.
I got outside.
Very nice.
Alright,
Special coming.
get over to the one that's a little bit closer in. Just get ready to take it. Okay, take it.
I need to target something first.
She did.
Right out.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Finally, this madness is over. You have spared our people.
That web wrap curio, for anyone that doesn't know, can be traded for any tiered piece of gear.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Holy crap.
God damn it, Val.
Okay, in my defense, I'm still wearing veteran gloves, and I'm supposed to bring this guy to raid tomorrow.
So am I.
Wow. Sucks to suck, I guess. Roll higher.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
One of these days I'll roll fucking higher than that.
Do you need these bracers?
No, I don't. I mean, they are better, but
I mean, they're a slight upgrade for me, so if you need them, you can take them. I mean, you have vet bracers. Here, just take them.
Sorry to everybody I let die. I promise I'm not trying to stay a healer.
It was my first time. This is my first experience in raiding.
No,
Well,
I'm outside.
Everybody did awesome. Killed Queen first try.
Yeah.
Genuinely, everybody did awesome.
Oh, it was pretty smooth.
I was trying.
No, you did great. Oh no, I'm gonna lose the appearance. Oh, the atrocities. Az, would you be able to show me where to turn in the web wrapped curios? Because I've never really paid attention.
I'd be happy to.
Thank you very
You can
much.
talk to this spider right here on our right, and they will teleport you directly outside.
With that web-wrapped curio, what is the item level of the tier piece?
It matches whatever the current one is from the raid. So from that one, you would get a champion piece.
Where do you do it?
You can come follow the triangle outside, and I will be heading on over to where you turned it in. Everybody that wants to see where to go here?
I'll be right back.
Follow the Drake.
I have some on jar.
I know I'm doing the slow flying.
Oh, I do have one on Bimbo.
So these vendors that are right here, if you don't have them unlocked for whatever reason, it's because you haven't progressed far enough in the story. All of them are right here. These are also the ones for the Mark of the Supreme Splinter, for when you killed the Queen on Row it the first time, or did a 2000 IO that you did a Mark of the Supreme Splinter. But these are the vendors that give you all pieces. I want to say it's this guy in this very far corner for the curios. And every curio can be changed up for any one of the tier pieces.
Elix Cottage.
Sick. Thank you,
What do you
Az.
think the fastest way to get exalted with Silverman is?
That one I couldn't tell you.
Do the
Alright.
Blood Elf campaign.
Alright, good night, you guys.
Yep, have a good
Have a
night.
good
Thank
one.
you for coming.
Have a good one.
Thank you guys for coming.
I think like if you wear the tabard, maybe I can just spam dungeons.
I don't know if it's one of the ones that still works like that.
I'm about to go look.
Oh, I do have a trick for the Red Pally rotation, by the way.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, thank you for
Good
coming.
night. Thanks for coming. And we got that down quick. I expected us to whip a couple times on court.
I mean, considering the only wipes we had on court were one stinging swarm and one
Yeah,
just
I
because
feel
someone
like
was new to mechanics, that was pretty good.
could have been like sub an hour and a half even. It was like just because we had to explain, like not like it's a bad thing, just you know what I mean.
Yeah, shit.
Yep.
Remember the first time we did normal raid? We did fucking queen, or we did court, and we whipped on court like 6 times. Like we spent like an
Yeah,
hour
yep.
getting there and then an hour on court.
And then we were calling it on court. We were just like, fuck this, we're done.
And then like Queen, we kill Queen so fast usually that you guys were explaining the fight, and I literally forgot the portal mechanic existed. I forgot because we kill it before it happens.
I mean, it's like I said at the end. It sounds complicated, but then you get into doing it, and it's really not.
Yeah, I mean,
Because a
heroic's
lot of
not
it is
bad either.
passive almost.
Yeah.
I genuinely think on heroic that Brood Twister is harder than Queen.
Yeah, from what
I
I
feel
watched,
like I want to see how quick we re-kill Brood, because I feel like it clicked. Hopefully it just is like 1 or 2 pulls, because it feels like something just clicked and we got it now.
well, we came really close to wiping on Brood that last
Yeah,
time.
but we would have
Yeah.
got it the next pull after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And
we
that was
have to
mostly my
understand.
fault. I zoned out because I'd never gotten that far before and popped an egg I wasn't supposed to.
I think I did as well. 'Cause I
As
pulled
we
one,
were
I-
yelling at you, like, do not pop any more egg.
Yeah, I think knowing that you don't have to
Yeah.
pop anymore is
Well,
really gonna
I know.
push you to the end.
I've made that mistake too, but this time I didn't realize I had the debuff somehow. I was just standing there like an idiot. Like, what?
And then the fact too, I didn't even think like we get like 2 almost times, like 2 sets of injection to kill it before, you know what I mean? Before it becomes a problem on the 3rd part.
Yeah, the more DPS we bring, like ideally you want to have it almost dead before it even gets to the 3rd part of the fight. 'Cause that's the hard part.
I'm trying to get my damage up on that fight now that I know the mechanics.
Yeah, everybody
That's the-
will do more in damage.
That's a lot of it.
That's one of the more challenging ones for me. Anyway.
The one that'll suck is we'll eventually try Mythic, I'm hoping. And for Mythic, everybody has to be above 1 mil single target.
Yeah.
Like, the one day that I posted those stats, that Mythic. My 2 attempts I've done on Mythic so far have just been so rough, you guys.
Up for like the first 4?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think a lot of it is so we had a rep paladin in there with a sit 30 eye level. It was doing 800k single.
Oh.
How?
I don't know. But I genuinely think that there are a lot of people that are buying 10 keys right now because, you know, they're finally able to boost people pretty well in the 10. So there are people that are buying the keys, they get the gear, but they don't actually know how to play the character.
Well, I don't have gear and I don't know how to play, so they're halfway there.
All that stuff's just why I just don't pug. Like if I can't be in a guild rating, I just won't play the game. You know?
I am going to be running a heroic Arakara for the weekly. If somebody wants to come with me for the quick thank you.
Sure, I will.
And everyone who's here, make sure that you mark off that you did a normal raid with the guild on your bingo sheets. I have a stream running. It's recorded. I know who was here. And if I come on tomorrow and you haven't marked your fucking bingo sheets, I'm gonna message every last one of you every fucking day till that bingo ends and tell you to mark your damn bingo sheet.
I don't even know where they're at, but I'm about to log back off of jar. See where.
Yeah, I genuinely have no idea. I was just trying to not do the bingo thing.
What is it on the calendar or something?
It's in the thing. It's in the guild thing.
Roster, perks, info.
Guild thing hype.
We did very good. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
I'll join you for the Dark on my mage, just because I would like to get better at the rotation.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good.